And welcome back, Gorilla Man's Garage. We're outside, different type of camera this time. We're just using a little Tech Class T40 HD tablet to do this on. It's only 720p, but we're going to up it to 1080 or whatever we're going to do. Anyway, today we're going to amalgamate a couple of videos I took over 2 or 3 days, and it took quite a while to put it all together. It's about battery usage and the X8 Fimi Tele. Okay. So what we did was about 2 or 3 days ago, 36 hours before these flights, we charged up the battery. We charged up the Tele battery and we charged up the X8 SE 2022 battery. And we want to see if there's a difference. And I'll show you the picture here and look at the date stamps on them. There's almost like 2 years apart, okay, on what is going to happen. And I've always charged them with the given charger from the X8 2022. Always slow charge them, etc., etc., etc. So, is there a difference? If you look at the close specs of them, I keep looking at this one, okay, there's minor differences. But does that translate into minutes, seconds, or more? Okay, so we're going to get into that. We're going to have 2 flights, and we're going to start a timer at the same point when it goes into like 90% battery. Because when I charge them up, for whatever reason with the Fimis, they start to lose charge. They go to storage mode fairly quickly after like a day or so, okay? You can charge up a Hudson battery and 4 or 5 days later, it'll still be 100%. I don't know how long it takes for them to go down, but the Fimis go down. Okay, so anyway, we chose 90%. So from 90% all the way down to the time when it tells you should land recommended, which is just under 30%. And that's an average flight because most people will spend some time adjusting the camera settings and all this kind of stuff, getting ready, flying, going around. And what I did was to make this as exact as I could, I made a waypoint mission. And the waypoint mission looped 4 times in a figure-8 kind of thing. So you're going left and right, and you're flying, and you're taking a video at the same time, and it's going around, round, round. Okay, so that's what we did. What you can do here is you can choose the red pill or you can choose the blue pill. And if you choose the red pill, you're going to be so bored. You're going to watch the whole video, the whole entire video. If you chose the blue pill, you're going to skip ahead a half an hour and go right to the conclusionary notes and everything else. So look at the chapters below, decide what you want to do. If you want to skip right to the very end, go right ahead, okay? If you want to watch all the flights of the 4 circling waypoints and all the scenery and all the, I don't believe it's only September the 8th when these were filmed. It's amazing, and things are going to change pretty quick up here. So anyway, that's all in there. But if you don't want all the jibber jabber and talking about my puppies and talking about whatever and about my nose, yeah, I had to get my nose sliced off the other day because I've got that big C thing going on. So you gotta every once in a while get part of your body zapped off. So we did that. Anyway, that's another story. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, we're gonna roll the first one, get into it. Stay tuned. At the end, we'll do a wrap up and we'll see what happens. Okay, roll that film. Which pill did you choose? Let's go. And welcome back. Gorilla Man's Garage. We're outside. There's some blue skies, some white wispy clouds going by. Winds are about 25 to 30 kilometers per hour. They've just died down. They're up to 50 and 60. I want to get this flight out. Now, we're talking about the Fimi X8 Tele. I want to get this flight in. I want to do the battery test. How long can you reasonably expect a battery to last? What I've done was I've made a waypoint mission that we're going to loop over and over and over and over again. I've set it to 4 loops, about 6.5 kilometers. It's not going to do that. I'll speed it up, but I'm going to set the timer as soon as it raises off the deck. Okay? And I'm using the do recorder to do this double picture-in-picture thing. Haven't done this before for a long time. So we're going to have a try. Okay? See what happens. Let's get this on the deck. Let's get it raised up, ready to go. Okay? So there we have it. We've got it on the deck. And what I can do with this do recorder is I can do this. I can do that, I think. There we go. And you can see it on the deck there. Okay, so let's enter this system here. You can see it on the deck there. We've got that there. Cannot take off yet. We're still waiting for satellites. We're going to get them pretty soon. I'm sure of it. Okay, let's check all this stuff here. 2.7K, that's good. Not expecting anything else. Okay, system starting up, preheating. It was a little cool this afternoon, but it should be okay. And we should be ready to go. We should be about 99 or 98%. There we go. Okay, let's get this up in the air and let's get busy. Okay, there we go. Okay, here it goes. And I'll start the timer as soon as it took off from the pad there. Okay, there we go. So let's just go, come back to me here. Boom. There we go. Okay, let's get going. Let's get this up here. Okay, up. Okay, and we're up there. What a beautiful sky. Okay, now we're up here. Okay, we're going to go to here. Go to waypoints. Go to history. And I made one saying the lake. Northwest, that one. Boom. Okay. Okay, we'll look at this. We'll move this over here, which is great. We can do that. Route cycles, I want 4. Speed, I want about 8 if we can do it. Okay, 8.2. Okay, route, straight return, continue, return home, route cycle, straight return, single straight return. I don't know what that means, but we're going to go and see what happens here. Go. And we're going to start that recording. Whoop, not that guy. Start the recording. There we go. Okay, and we're just going to bring that camera down to the thirds a bit. There we go. And it should be following the route. So let's go back to this guy. We can move me over here. And that's a great thing, eh? We can do it and see what happens. So we should be up to 47, 48 meters, which is really good. And we can watch it in the bottom right corner down there. If I go down there, we can watch it down there. Okay. Then we're going to watch it here when we're going to look at the map. And we're going to see that right now it's at number, let's make this bigger. Right there, a little bit close. There we go. Arrive at waypoint number 3. Okay, well, it's going to number 3. We're going to see how long it goes. And we're going to watch that battery meter go all the way down and see what happens. Now, I can hear the gusts of wind coming up. Now, I wouldn't try this with the Mini. Not a chance. And I wouldn't try this with any of the others. I might try it with the Hubsan Ace 2. But I can see some wind really popping up there. I'm going to wonder if we're going to get a heavy wind warning. It's coming back towards us. We haven't lost signal yet, which is pretty good. I don't want it to lose signal. It might lose it going to number 5. How's the speed going up there? How's the speed when it comes across? 7.5. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Be there. Okay, we're arm's length. It's hard to hold this at arm's length because of my shoulder. But we'll give it a shot, see what happens. Maybe like that. Oh, we don't want to get the sunlight, do we? Nope, nope, don't want the sunlight. So maybe I have to, nope, don't want to be that over there. Maybe we have to be over there. Oh, I'll stay here. Oh, what a mess, what a mess. But anyway, we're good. I think maybe we're good there. Okay, you can make this fairly big. Okay, we can make this, that's as big as you can make it. So that's not too bad, but I don't like seeing myself that big. So there we go. Oh, I hear it. Where is it? Oh, it's crossing over. It's crossing, going that way. Going over my shoulder this way. Wow. Now is that? We'll have to see. It's probably backwards, isn't it? Yeah. So we'll have to do something about that. I guess you can't do anything about that. I was going to say, because on a lot of cell phones, when you do a selfie, all the printing's backwards. It's a mirror effect. And it appears to be that way here. But I can't flip it because then I'd be flipping everything. So I'd have to cut this out, run it, flip it, and insert it back in. I'm not going to do that. So where are we going? We're going to number 6, number 7, I think. That's 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's 9 in a circle, in a cycle. Ow, that hurts my arms. I should find a big thing for this. My elbows hurt. Everything hurts. I'm up on my elbows on this wooden table that we made, and it's not that straight, but we're getting there. So right now we're at that one there. I don't know if I told it to have a look. Are we still taking a video? Yep, still taking a video. Okay. It says there's 7, arriving number 7, single. See what happens, because I think I asked it to take a single photo. And guess what day it is today? September the 8th. What do you notice? It's September the 8th. What do you notice? And this was another reason I wanted to come out here. Maybe it didn't take a single picture. I don't know. I'll have to check the SD card. But there we go. Let's go back to this again. I'll have the main video running anyway. So there we are, and it's going to number 8, I believe. There we go. Where I asked it to take another single. And we'll see what happens there. It does say when you're making a waypoint mission, if it is doing another action, it may not do the action you want it to as well as. But if I wasn't doing an action and it arrived, it would probably take a picture and continue. So I don't know if it's going to take a picture or not. It didn't change anything, but we'll have a look. We'll have a look on the album when we come back. Now the horizon is great. Okay, everything's great on the horizon. Now this is finished the first one. Oop, here we go. Now I'm going to see what's going to happen. I asked it to loop 4 times. So what's going to happen? What is going to happen? Don't know. I'm interested. Here it is. That's number 9. It's right above me. I can see it. It's right there. The house. Good. Okay. It's turning. Oh, it's going to start number. Is it going to start the second one? Okay, that's the waypoint number 1. I bet you it stopped the video. Nope, didn't stop the video. Awesome. Okay. It's going to number 2. Awesome. So it just keeps on going over and over and over. And it still has that. How can I look at this here? It still has that pause situation where it'll come to, oh, I found a hole in the wood. Good. My elbow's in it. When it gets to a waypoint, it doesn't, even though you say don't do anything and have no pause or whatever, it pauses for a second and then goes. And also when it goes to and from a waypoint, it takes a while to gather momentum to get up to speed. As you see, the maximum speed there is 7 point something. I don't know. The winds, yeah, I'll put the UV forecast up there. I think the winds are about 30 kilometers per hour, 34 at the max. Up that high, it's up almost 50 meters. So yeah, and we're not near half done yet. Ooh. So I might have to run this twice. Don't know. If it is, you'll be there. You'll know, and I'll have to remember that when I get the other batteries out. But this is just the battery that came with the craft. How long should you expect to reasonably get? And by running a waypoint mission, you're speeding up and slowing down. You're turning right, you're turning left. You're not racing anywhere. It's not going 7 meters per second all the time. So watch the numbers on the top there. When it goes from point to point, it slows down to 0. Then it speeds up again. Okay. So we don't have, oh, strong wind warning, fly with caution. Well, it says strong wind warning. I'm looking at the trees here and I don't see any wind at all. Okay. I'm hearing it pass me by going that way. Okay. There it is. It's gone around again. Like, I don't know. Circle route flight 104. Okay. Circular route flight, 1 of 4 in the bottom. I don't know what that means. Circular route flight, 1 of 4. Well, it's on 2. This is the second. Don't know what that means. I'll have to have a look at that later on, or ask somebody what it means. Anybody know what it means? That gray box below my chin there, it says, it's got the wiggly line for a waypoint mission. It says circular route flight, 1 of 4. Don't know, because I know I'm on the second one. Okay, then it's going to go up to number 7, and we're about the halfway mark. Yeah, and it's doing the 6 something. Strong winds. You should be able to handle it because the winds are dying down a little bit. I can hear it going woo, 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 woo. So we're going to have to look at that again. Yeah, the video is going to be interesting. Let's see if this circular route thing changes to 2 of 4, or 3 of 4, or 4 of 4. There we go. And yeah, I made this waypoint mission to be pretty well over nothing. I didn't want to go over water, so I missed that part. And I didn't want to go over houses, so I kind of missed that part. So we're over a field and forest if something were to happen. Okay, and on the map there on the left, well, over here, I guess, depending, you see that camera in the middle. It says arrive waypoint single. So I'm looking, there should be by the end of this maybe 8 or 10 pictures, maybe. And we're down to about the, oh, it's 59. Let me look a little closer. Can't really tell. Let's go over this and see if we can tell with that. 50. I can't see. It's in the green. Okay. Where it says about the battery. It's green in a white, but it's so small I can't make it out. Not with my eyes. I need my glasses on, and I don't have my glasses. Oh, well, there we go. This is getting hard to keep holding it up. There we go. Ooh. What's the beeping for? Okay, let's just turn it this way. There we go. Yeah, because you can move your sticks, and if you don't touch them for 10 minutes, it's going to beep. So I just moved it a little bit, then it goes back en route again. Somebody else goes down the road there. Where are we coming here? Oh, we're going to number 2 again. Here's number 3rd time around. It says down there 2 of 4. Well, I don't know. It should be 3 of 4. Unless it says 2 of 4 remain. No, no, okay. It says 2 of 4, but this is 3 of 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're down about 50. Oh, I read it 55%. I can read that now. Okay. We're still doing good on the filming. Let's see. Yep, there we go. Boom. Awesome. Okay. Just have to do that once in a while. I like this. I don't really need the topographical on this map. My puppies are having fun. And we didn't lose any connection. So that's good. So why is the controller flashing? I don't know. Let's have a look at the pictures again here. Yeah, it's still going. Can I veer off and have a look? Oh, there it is. And it'll come back again. Okay, awesome. Okay. Let's go back to this guy. I don't know why we're flashing. It's supposed to be, I thought it was supposed to be solid. The white on the controller. I thought it was supposed to be solid, but it's flashing, and the power button is flashing, and I've got 4 lights flashing. Well, we'll see what happens. So I want to see how long it takes to wear this battery down. So I don't know how long I've been going so far, but I can have a rough idea if I hit this button. 15 minutes. Okay, so I've been taking a video for 15 minutes. How long has it been in the air? I don't know. Okay. There you go. Oop. Hey, Chewy, come here. They're fighting over a bone or something, or having a disagreement. Chewy and Penny are over there somewhere. Oh, so we're at 50%. So yeah, I don't want to let it go right down, but I'm gonna do it until I guess I get my first warning. That would be about it. That would be a good time to have it, right? So there we go. So we're at 50%. There we go. Number 6. That's number 6 there. Yeah. Maybe it flashes white because it's telling you it's got power. I don't know. Anyway, we're getting there. So where's it going now? It's going to number 7. If we look over there, it's going to number 7. And strong wind warning. This path here gets strong wind warning and then it goes away. Yeah, okay. I'm looking at the trees. They're starting to bend a little bit, but it is a beautiful blue sky. And we're just going to keep on going here. So we should be able to get 4 no problem at all on this one. And then I'll have to do it again. Oof. So, yeah. And if I do, I will just hit it and start it again. When it finishes the 4th, it will stop the video. I know that. It will stop the video. Hi, Penny. How you doing, buddy? Good girl. That's it. Okay. Penny's having fun, aren't you? Do you want to see Penny? Here's Penny. Where's Penny? Hi, Penny. Hi, Penny. There you go. Yeah. We're having some problems with Chewy in the last couple of days. She got into something somewhere, and I haven't slept more than 2 hours in 3 nights. She's up going to the bathroom, and it's horrible. So I've been trying to get her settled down, not off leash too much anywhere, and being careful where she's lying down and stuff, and keep her to the backyard here. But I pump them full of pumpkin puree, and usually that helps them quite a bit. So they were doing really good, and then I have some Benabones for dogs. They said, a treat, let them have it for 15, 20 minutes. So I let them chew it for 20 minutes, and that night Chewy was like a fire hose. It was horrible. Okay, so that's the 3rd time around. It says 2 of 4. So is it the loops 4 loops? So 1, okay, the loop is number 2. I don't know. So does that change to number 3? We shall see. If it's going to go to number 1, that's number 1. It changed to 3. Well, maybe we'll get the 4th one in. So it's 1 more than what you think it is? Here we go. Here we go. Oh, there we go. Okay. Strong winds away. The winds seem to when it's going in a westerly direction. Okay, yeah, that's when you get most of the winds. And the winds should be dying down a little bit. So we're down to 41%. I don't think we're going to get through this one. So if it says, enough to land, it's going to come back by itself. Ow, my right shoulder is just killing me. Ow. Yeah, I know. I'm supposed to get the right shoulder replaced. Okay, and I've been told that for years and years and years. The left one, I need a rotator cuff done because the repair work they did on that didn't hold. Actually, that's when I was building the shed over there, and I kind of fell off the rafters a bit, but that's another story. And wrecked that again. My left hip is the worst, and it's got to be replaced, but I don't want to go through that aggravation. I've got to do the cancer screening thing, and I've got to get I've got probably some more hematomas I've got to get rid of, and so on and so forth. So it's just, I'm not going to get the operations because, hey, I don't want the pain. I mean, I've had 3 shoulder operations, and they are painful. And the rehab's not bad. It's horrendous, but it's not bad. But I hear the hip rehab is worse, and I'm just not into that pain right now. Oh, where are we going? We're going to number 5 down there. What are we up to? 37%? Yep. Well, it hasn't changed to orange yet, so we'll see what happens. So we're going to number 5, then 6 and 7. I hear it going. The battery's doing pretty good. I'm really impressed with the battery. Here going, boom, boom, boom. Oh, it's quieting down quite a bit now. Yeah, yeah, I can hear it. I can hear it in the trees, and you can see it in the trees. They're not moving as much. So, oh, another thing I found out. Yeah, if you're into this, if you make an offline waypoint mission and you save it, you can rename it and you save it. So you're just using the app. You're not using anything else. You're just using the app, and you make, like I make this one, and you save it and you name it and whatever, and you put it in. Okay, well, you're still there, and you try and go back into it. If you try and go back into it, and you're just using the app. Oh, there it is. There. You're just using the app. What'll happen is it'll shut you out, and it'll say error closing the app, but it doesn't close the app. It just goes to a black screen. Then you can't do anything. You can't get out of it. You can't get rid of it. So basically, you got to get out of everything and restart. But there it goes again. We're into number. Okay, no, we're going to number 7. So we're down to 33%, I think. Yep, I think this is going to be it. I think it's going to hightail it home pretty soon. And it should be pretty close. Should be pretty close. I don't know what I set the percentages at. I think we set it 30%, 25%, 15, and 10. You might get a warning at 30. Obviously not because, oh no, it's 32. I can see if I really squint hard. I know you don't want to look at my face that close. But anyway, if I squint really close, it says 32. Okay, I can read it better here, 31. How about that? Yeah, I have good eyesight distance-wise because I had both cataracts done. I can spot a flea off a deer 100 meters away, but I can't read my name in front of my face. So there it is. It's going to number 8. And then number 9 is the last one. And it should do one more, but we will see what happens. Oh, there it is. It went into the yellow, 30%. Yep. So it may not want to do another one. It may say that's enough. So it's at 30%. The next one is 25. At 15 it lands. So there you go. So we're at 30. And I like to get them down to 25 so I can recharge them. Okay. Low battery level. Please land as soon as possible. Well, that's it there. And what we're going to do is, there it is. Stop that. Okay. That sign came up. We're going to land it. That's all I wanted to do because that's a normal event. Okay. And because it's probably stopped the video, we'll start the video again. There we go. Here we go. And we're going to cancel you. Okay. Now I'm going to come down. And we're going to bring it down. That's all we're going to do. Because we still have the video going. Yep. Okay. Bring her down. There we go. And we're there. Okay, we can get rid of you. Oh, no, we can't. And we're going to try and land you. Here we go. We're going to turn you around. And we're going to put you there. And where are we? Let's see if we can get you in the film here. Here we go. Oh, we can't. So we got to do that. And we got to try and do this. Okay. There we go. Let's put this on the bench for a second and do a wrap up. So I don't know exactly how long that was, but turn it off. It's down to 1. Okay, awesome. We'll turn the controller off. Okay. Sorry for the flipping around there, but there we go. So, what we have, oh, there we go. Oh, can't do that. Okay, where are we? There we go. Okay. So there we go. That was pretty good. So we're going to calculate the time that took. We're going to look and see if there's some stuff on the cards. Well, maybe we can do that now. Let's just turn it on for a second. And once we get back to here, we don't need the, oh, we can shrink you down to little tiny guy. Boom. There we go. And what we're going to do is we're going to look, is that any better? Maybe? Okay. Get rid of you. When it connects, we will see a different picture. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boink. Boom. There we go. Okay. We're going to go into the album. Look at the camera. And we're looking for... Nope. It didn't take any pictures. It's all video, 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 video. Even though I asked it to take pictures. See? There we go. Videos. 2 photos. Where's the photos? Where's the photos? Video. Oh, photo there. But that's not me. And there's a photo. Not me. Well, that was on the 5th. Today is the 8th. All I've done is video, 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 video. Okay, so there you go. There you have it. Get back to there. Okay. I like this. Is kind of neat. I don't know if you want to keep it forever, but let's turn this off. Turn the craft off. Boom. Turn the craft off. It's off. I'm here. Well, there we are. Okay, move it over here a little bit. And there we have it. So, the Fimi X8 Tele did a really good job. And we're talking, what are we talking here? 27 minutes now. Okay, so if we're talking, you could probably get it to 25, 30 minutes, I guess, maybe, which isn't bad, I guess. Anyway, we're going to look at things, put it up, and we'll have an indoor little blurb and stuff before and after. So there you go. Okay. Take care. Good morning, everyone. We're here today at Grillman's Garage outside. Cloudy, overcast day, but we've got the Fimi X8 Tele. Don't know where to look here. Anyway, we're using Do Recorder that's got this camera on it, and we can turn the camera around to look at, there it is there. And what we have there is we have the Tele with the X8 2022 battery. Okay. We did a flight yesterday with the other battery, with the Tele battery, and it got about 25 minutes. And I can't remember exactly, but you will have seen that by now. So 24 and a half, 25 minutes before the 30% and the return to home thing kicked in, or it advised to come home. And that's about what you want. That's what you're going to get out of it. So I'd say the Tele battery gets about 25 minutes, give or take a couple of minutes here and there, depending how you fly. Okay, so now we're going to try the X8 2022 battery on it, and we're going to see what happens with that. Okay, so I'm going to turn the craft on. Turn the controller on. Okay, there we go. I'm going to turn this around. We can have a look at that there. And we're going to stay here until we get connected. Put my antennas there. And we're going to do the same flight. Exactly the same flight. How do we do that? We have a waypoint mission in here, saved in the history, is a loop of 4 times, and the other battery got through it 3 times. Okay, so there we go. And we're entering the device. We have connection. We're just waiting for satellites. We're at 98 or 97%, which is about right. Now this battery was charged up 2 days ago in the case. Most people would do that day before, a couple of days before. The system is waiting for the GPS signal. We have 2.7K. There we go. It's not easy to get GPS here because of where we are. But let's get this up and going. Here we go. Up we go. There we go. Let's come back on here. There we go. So let's get this going now. Let's go forward. There we go. We're going to get that up to about 20 meters or so. And then we're going to bring this camera down to the thirds. And start that. There we go. And we're going to get into here. Bada bing. Bada boom. Move you over. Waypoints. History. Nope. History. Okay. The top one. Okay. Boom. We're going to go 4 loops. We're going to speed up about 8.2, I think it was. Here we go. Here we go. Boom, continue, return to home, and go. That's about it, right? Okay. I don't know what this return as set means, but straight return, I don't know. This is what I did last time. There we go. We're going to make sure we got the camera going. It's going. And it's going to go to the first one. There it is. And we just let it go, and it's up to 46 and a half, 47. I think I said 48 meters. And we'll move him over here. And we're going to go sit down on the bench and have a little drink of coffee. Here we are. And have a chit chat. Okay. We can see the camera in the bottom there. Okay, we can see the camera in the bottom where the H, which designates where home is. And we see we're at number 2. So there you go. So right now we're watching the decline of the battery, so to speak. So the battery should last at least 2 cycles anyway. So the Tele battery lasted exactly 3 cycles. And in the bottom you'll see it says, just under me, it says circular route flight, 0 of 4. Well, I put in 4, but it doesn't start adding until you've finished one. Oh, I have to call my puppies. Chewy, Penny, come here. Oh, I gotta go look at the puppies. They've found some what might appear to be rabbit poop. And I don't like that because they're still getting over. Come on. Inside. Go on. Go on. One of my pups has diarrhea, so I've got to stop from eating rabbit poop. We'll sit back down on here. Oh, there we go. So we don't know how long we got there. Where is it? It's down there. It's heading for number 6. Hasn't even finished one yet. We shall see where it goes. So as I was saying, Puppies don't like being put in the porch. Okay, there we go. I should see it pretty soon. Yep, there it is. And there isn't that much wind, but I'll put the UV forecast up there just in case, you know. There it is. So 7, and it's going back to, oh, it's going to number 7. There it is. So, can it get up to speed? 6, 9, 7.5, 8.5. Okay. And it gets up to speed and slows down. So, doing the exact same route over and over, it kind of mimics you flying around doing stuff because you're stopping and going and turning and looking, and you know, every time it goes from one waypoint to another waypoint, it gets it speeds up and slows down all the time. Okay, so it's a pretty good reference of normal flight. It's kind of hard to hold it still when it's out at arm's length. See if I can hold this a little bit better. That doesn't do it either. No, no. Probably best at that route. There we go. Ooh, I hear it. It's coming right behind me. You see where it goes in that grass there? That's only about 100 meters behind me, if that. What does it say it is here? 75 meters, yeah. It's not that far behind the property line. So if it's something happens, it's not like it's on anybody's house or anything. It's all over our property and the property across the street, which is a reforested pine forest. So you've got pine trees every 10 feet. So we go over there and walk once in a while, but it's pretty dense, pretty dense. If if I had over there, if I had to go and get the drone, it would be like, look at this over here. Okay. See those pine trees off the distance there? In the front, that's my front yard. Across the street is all pine trees like that and bigger. And they're only like 10, 15 feet apart. And if I got hooked up into the top of one of them, I'd be hiring a 10-year-old to go get it. Because I couldn't climb the tree. Anyway, but that's just the way it is. Lucky so far, touch wood, this good wood here. Yeah. So where are we? Oh, we're up to number 2. Okay, and see at the bottom there where it says circle route, it says 1 of 4. So basically we're on our second one. Okay, we're on our second go round. And there we go. What I did find out also is if you make a historical waypoint mission, or you make a waypoint mission and you save it, you can rename it. You go over to where the name is, the number, and you rename it. You can name it whatever you want, which is a good thing. So you rename it. Then it's saved. Okay, but you're still in the app. You haven't flown it. You're still in the app making these things. You go back, you see it, it's there. As soon as you tap on it, the system will crash. I've tried on this and my Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus phone. And every time I try to recall a historical when I'm offline, I say offline when I'm not connected to anything, just using the app, it will crash the system. Not only crash the system, it will basically lock you out. And I found the only way around it is to basically pretend to reboot it. And that just kind of wakes it up, I guess. But yeah, it's kind of a weird thing. It says something error will force the app to close or something. But anyway, that's just it. Just don't recall them. You can make tons and tons of them, but you can't recall them to edit them. Once they're made, you can't edit them. Once you've saved them, you can't edit them. You can only edit them once you're up in the air and you want to fly. Then you can recall them, have a look at them, change something, and resave it as something, I guess. Where are we now? We're at number 5 at the bottom there. And I wonder what the video looks like. 2.7K. I did put the 2.7K up on my 55-inch 4K TCL TV. last night from the flight from before. Oh my God. Even 2.7K in the 4K display is like incredible. It's really, really good. Really. And remember, these are not, Fimi is not a professional drone. Can we put this down here because my hand's getting sore? Okay, remember that. Fimis are not professional drones. They're consumer drones. They're not meant to be professional in any way. I have to look at it that way because the amount of money you spend on them. So this one costs what, about four and change? Okay, it's like, okay, you spend $299 on their version 3 if you bought that one, and it's basically the same camera. Okay, so this is the half-inch stacked. It's also got the 1.1 over 2.5 stacked for the tele. Okay, but the regular camera is the half-inch stacked, which is the same size sensor as the Mini version 3. So they're pretty similar. And if you saw my other video earlier, you'll see they are pretty similar. The results are really, really good for what you're paying for. So is the Tele, if you didn't have a Fimi X8 SE 2022 or whatever, is the Tele a good purchase? From what I've seen, and I've flown it maybe 10 times now, maybe 12, it's really good. I mean, it's probably, I'll touch wood, I'll go out on a limb here and say it's probably the best combination of drones, as in they've put a whole bunch of what they've learned together into one, and it's come out pretty good. I mean, why they can't have this flight control that the Tele has in the Fimi Mini 3, I don't know. They all have the SOLINK protocol transmission, and why on the Mini 3, when you're idle, is the camera beautiful. As soon as you take off, the video transmission gets weaker. But the video transmission on the Tele is always pretty good, whether you're idle or you take off. So I don't know what it's doing. So now we're about 50% in the battery, and it was coming around to number 2 the second time around. So that should change. Yeah, change to number 2, say 2 or 4. Okay, and it keeps going. The wind's picking up a bit, so these conditions are pretty well what they were yesterday, except it was a little more blue sky. Okay, it's going to the back there, then it goes up to number 3, then the 5. Okay, yeah, it's going around pretty good. Yeah. What else can we talk about while we're doing this? And I'll probably speed this thing up so you won't even hear it, but if you wanted to, I may have this run separately so you can have the whole jibber jabber of the jibber jabber, right? Okay, so let's have a look what we got up on top. We're still up at, get a little squinty here, squinty eyed thing, 48 meters high or so. Okay, it's not really exact, and we're 140 meters out, and it's coming to a stop. Now, the one thing I did discuss in the other one, the other battery when I did that one, was the fact that when you set a waypoint mission, the nice thing is, and I didn't do it in this one, the nice thing is you can put as many points of interest as you want. Okay, and the only thing you can't do is you can't edit the point of interest. So like if you had the rainbow app for DJI and you did a waypoint mission, you can adjust the angle of pitch of the camera at each waypoint mission. You can't do that here. It's set. The way you get around that is you set the point of interest not where you want to look, but farther out. Therefore, the camera will pick up and look higher over where you want to look. And that's the workaround for that one. That works pretty good. Okay, but you can use as many points of interest as you want, so you can assign a group of waypoints to that point of interest. Whereas like the Hubsan, you only have one point of interest and that's it. This one you can do whatever. And if you go back on my other ones, you can see that there's ways of managing this red circle. So The red circle is 1 kilometer. If you make the waypoint mission while you're connected, you can't go beyond the red circle. If you make it when you're not connected and not connected to anything, you can go beyond the red circle, but you have to start out inside the circle. Okay, so let's shrink this down a bit. See the red circle? I can travel there. Okay, boom. If I'm connected and I make my waypoint mission, okay? If I'm not connected, I can start out inside the circle and go outside. And then when I fly it, it'll go outside. Little trick I learned from lots and lots and lots of mistakes. There we go. So where we are here, we're at number 2. So this is the 3rd time round, I guess. Yeah, we shall see. And we're down to about 50%, 47%. What's that say? 47%. Okay. Now at 30%, we get the warning that it's going to come home. And that's when I brought the other one home. So I'll do the same. Ooh, ominous clouds coming. Where are we going? Okay. Let's see. Are we going to get anywhere? Probably. We'll see what happens. So the last one, the Tele Battery, the one with the, I'll call it, when you're looking at, if you stood the Tele up like this and looked at the battery, I'll go the horizontal button and the LED lights. Okay, that's the new style. That was the battery I used, and I got about 25 minutes. Okay, this is the X8 SE 2022 battery, and I'll show you a picture here of the two batteries side by side and when they were manufactured. Okay, one was in 2022. This one is a year later. One more? Yeah, okay. Oh, I hear it. There it is. Okay. So are we going to see one flip over here? Yep. 3, 2, 1. Okay, everything does a little beep, 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 beep. Is it going to change to 3? When does it change to, there we go, 3. So as soon as it gets to the first, this should be the last round, but the clouds are coming. I'm hoping it doesn't rain and spoil everything. Can we get this in time? Don't know. Doesn't look good. We're supposed to get lots of thunder showers today too, so we're going to have a look at that. We're going to have to look at that. So we're heading to number 3. Funny story, not really, but I guess some people were really upset about it. When I heard about it, from my experience in past life, it was like, okay, well, it's Sunday and Monday morning, okay, so from the weekend, and the first weekend when school starts, so everybody's back together and partying and whatever. There was a notice came out from the local police department. These two or three teenagers were missing. They put their pictures up, said they're missing from an address on a country road, blah, 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 blah. And I'm looking at the pictures, and then they describe how they're dressed. Well, they're dressed for outside. They're around all the same age. They disappeared or didn't come home, and the parents didn't notify anybody until late yesterday. So I'm assuming as soon as I saw it, I said, okay, well, they're going to pop up because it just doesn't happen that a group of them go missing, and there's nothing around here to endanger anybody. I mean, it's all flat land, and 3 of them aren't going to walk into a swamp and drown. It's not like you have a mass hijacker or whatever. So I'm saying they were at a party and kind of wanted to stay out for the weekend or overnight. And pretty well 2 hours later, and they had a helicopter up. I was walking the dogs this morning. They had a helicopter up looking, da, da, da. And then a couple hours later, oh, they were all found, safe and sound, no problem. They're back at home. Yeah, okay. I'm not saying it happens all the time, but been there, done that. You go out on a binge weekend or something, and you just forget time, and you don't care, and you're a teenager. Between the ages of 14 and 19, you're invincible. Away you go. So strong wind warnings again. And that's what happened yesterday. Okay, I can hear a jet plane. I wonder if I should bring mine down. A jet's what, 20, 30,000 feet in the air? And I'm 49 meters? I don't think so. I think I'm okay. So where are we at? Oh, we're getting down there. We're going to number 7, so maybe be exactly the same. So we're at, boy, I can't read that. Hard to read. 32%. Okay, 32%. Okay, 32%. We got good connections again. Let's have a look. Here it comes. It might be exactly the same because the last time it hit 30 just as it was rounding off and coming back to the home base at number 9. So that's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting. Anyway, kids are kids, and who knows? It could happen, right? It could happen. So there we go. So I'm going to let it come home because it's going to turn now and come home. And I'm going to let it do that. Then because it's the quickest way to come home, right? There you go. So within what, a minute or so, they're the same. But I'll have a timer on this and everything. Okay. So boy, did I have an itchy nose. Oh, itchy nose. Time to get a haircut on my nostrils. There it is. There it is. Low battery. Land as soon as possible. That came up last time when it was almost exactly in the same spot. Let's stop that video. Okay, let's come here and start the video again. Boom. There it is. And it's going to return to home. Here we go. Let's get up there to make sure that it doesn't land somewhere stupid. And I remember yesterday I was basically right here. And we're going to go, yeah, there it is. And it turns. It's looking for something. And it's coming down. Yeah, we're landing. And it's coming down. I don't have to touch anything. So I'm going to put my hand underneath it and see if it lands on my hand. Let's go and have a look. Where is it? There it is. Well, I'll tell you what. It missed the house by inches, which was good this time. Let's just put this down. Da-da-da-da. Okay. Let's have a little. There we go. Oh, safe and sound. Whew. That was a little bit of a heartbeater. There we go. So we can make this a little bit bigger. There we go. Okay. Where? Okay. There we go. So yeah, the Fimi X8 Tele did that wonderfully. It did 4 loops, I guess, and it came home. I stopped it at the end of the 4th one, I believe, and we're all good. Okay, so let's go and have a look at the video. Let's put the timers on everything and see what the comparison is. Okay, we'll see you inside. Well, whether you chose the blue pill or the red pill, you'd end up here, right? Yeah, okay. And what do we conclude? It doesn't matter which battery you use, really. You can use the X8 SC 2022 battery or the Tele battery. I'm not talking about the Plus batteries, okay, because they're a lot more expensive. But if you can get a good deal on a 2022 battery for your Tele, then fine. If you've never bought a Fimi big drone before, the Tele is the one to get because it's just more refined. It just feels better. It operates better. It's got more options, more features. It is a better product, okay, for minimal amount of money. I mean, it's not a prosumer drone. It's not a professional drone. It's a consumer drone. You're talking under $400, really. Okay, so you can't really go wrong if you want a big bird. Okay, and I can put that thing up in some pretty heavy winds. Anyway, that's it for now. Okay, hope you enjoyed it. That's the end of what would this be, part 4, and I think that's about it, unless somebody has some ideas for part 5. So part 4 of the Tele saga ends on a good note. I've really enjoyed it, and now we're going to get into maybe some. We'll travel around and find some spots to film, and if updates come up, we'll post that. But yeah, I think 4 is enough. 4 is enough for this. It's a great experience. I really like it. I really do. Okay, so till next time, take care. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the bell, and go out and fly your drone. Bye now.